I'm Faculty Emmanuel from capacitybay.org, and I'm your instructor for today's topic. In our previous class, we talked about HTML body elements, and in this section, we're going to be talking about HTML links. Without further ado, let's dive right in. So let me power up my VS Code. I have an empty directory here, an empty folder called links tutorial, and then an image. Okay, and I'm going to be creating a file, and I'll call it my index.html. I call it wherever I want, and I'm going to generate a boiler template. Okay, and my title, I'm going to call it HTML links. All right. So, what are HTML links? HTML links are hyperlinks that are being added to web pages, okay, that redirects someone to a different location, a different path when being clicked, okay? Just like you go into a site and then you click a button or click a text and then it takes you to another place. Those are links. So how do they write links in HTML? So we use the A tag, okay, with a href attribute. We have a href attribute that contains a value of where redirecting the person to. And then inside this, you have the text that displays to the site. So if I were to run this code on my browser, you wouldn't see anything. So let me run this live. Okay, you can see empty. Let me duplicate this so that you don't. All right. So I'm having this href attribute. So what if I add a link? Now we have two different types of link. We have relative link and absolute link. Now the absolute link are links that have the World Wide Web indication, just like the www dot. Okay, so if I wanted to redirect someone to a particular site, let's say capacitybay.org, so I could say www.capacitybay.org. But you can see if I refresh, nothing is still displaying. Why? Because I don't have content, okay, inside my A tag. I just have inside my first, okay, my opening tag. So I'll add the content and I'll call it click me. Okay, and then I refresh. You can see I have click me. Now when this button is being clicked, it's going to be directing us to capacitybay.org. Sorry, you needed to add the HTTP, so it will know that it's not in this particular folder. So I refresh, let me go back, refresh, and click. See, it's going to be redirecting me to a different web page entirely, which is capacitybay.org. Now, going back, I want this to direct me to google.com. I just change this to www.google.com and refresh, click, it takes me to google.com. See that? All right. So we have different attributes that can be added to a HTML link. We have the target attribute, which you write target, and then we have the underscore blank. Now this attribute, what does it do? It actually opens the link in a different tab for Windows. So I'll refresh this and you can see if I click, it's opening in a different window and tab. So target attribute helps, okay? It helps you open links in a different tab. Now, there's what we call mail to attribute, okay? Now, the mail to attribute is something that we add to links, okay? Just like we are having a contact us section, and we want someone to just click the link and send us an email. How do we do that? How do we achieve that? We use the mail to. So how is it written? I take off this and then I write mail to, and where do I want it to be mailed to? Let's say info at capacitybay.org. Alright, and then I go ahead and refresh this page, and then if I click this, you can see it's starting up my email for me to send an email to info@capacitybay.org. So that's another attribute. There are numerous attributes. I'll be dropping a link in the comment section, in the description rather. So go check that out and look through more. Now, how about we want to add an image as a link? Okay. Now remember, this part where you're adding a URL, okay, from a different source is actually the absolute link. All right. So what if we want to do a relative link? Okay. So come over here, and our relative link are links that are within our documents, our web document. Okay. Just like over here, I'm having inside this directory, I'm having this image and this HTML file. Now I want to create another file. I call it about.html. Okay, I want, and I'll give it a better template. I want it to take me to this particular web page when that button is being clicked. So let me add a h1, and I'll say about, and I'm adding a paragraph. It says some Lauren text. Okay, and I go back to my index page. Now, instead of adding www or http, I'm just going to link that to this my directory. Okay, this file. So you can see if I hover on it, it's showing me that it's inside links tutorial about.html. All right. So I do my / my dot to show that I'm in the root directory. My / you can see VS Code has actually given me a suggestion. Okay, is this what you want? I said yes, I want to go into my about.html. Right, so this is how it's written, and then I go back, I refresh this page. Okay, now if I click on this button, it takes me to the about us page. So this is the relative link. Okay, this is relative link. Now what if I want to add an image as a link? Okay, just like I have this image over here, I want to embed this image in the web page, and I want, if someone clicks that image, I want the person to go to that particular location, or maybe to go to a relative, absolute link, capacitybay.org, http. Okay, capacitybay.org. All right. Now, what do? I know that my image is spelled comp.jpg. So I just go here, instead of adding this click me, because this is what's displaying on the web page. So I change this. Okay, let me bring this down. Now inside the A tag, I want to add an image tag, img, right, with a source attribute. Now the source attribute, that's where my directory is, my file. So before I do that, to go to the root file, the / you can see, then it has given me a suggestion, comp.jpg. Then I can add an alt, and just say image, and I refresh that page. So if I go over here and I refresh this page, you can see the image. But notice, if I hover on the image, you can see that the image is having, the cursor is turning to pointer. If I come out normal. So if I cut this out of this A tag, and put it outside, refresh, you can see the image, the cursor is normal, not pointer. Okay, why is it pointer? Because it has detected that the image is now a link because it's inside the A tag. So if I refresh, you can see it's inside the A tag. And when this is being clicked, it opens in a new tab. Like I said, I indicated the target underscore blank, take me to capacitybase.org. Okay, so with this, you should be good. I'm going to be dropping a link to a place where you can actually go and look through more of the attributes, the link attributes. Okay, and that will be all for this section. If you have any questions, drop that in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon to get notified whenever we drop a new video. See you in the next video.